Selena Gomez reportedly injured while on vacation.
Khloe Kardashian is being dragged again over weight loss posts.
And what Nicki Minaj really thinks about her new wax figure.
All that and more on today's Daily Hollywood Rundown. Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. If you know and are a fan of DHR, you know what today is. It's Wednesday. Which is hump day. Which means means nothing.
Absolutely nothing. We messed that one up.
We're getting a
bit rusty. We haven't done it
it's
since
2020
last year.
and lots going on. We're just trying to still get back in our bearings here. I'm Emile Ennis Jr.
And I'm Sussan Moore. Thanks for hanging out with us today. If it's your first time, not your first time.
Not your last time.
Not your last time, hopefully. We want to make sure you stick around, hit that subscribe button
Yeah.
right there, and also hit the bell to be notified the second we post a new clip news update, because we post a lot of great content. And leave us comments because we love to read your comments. And
Yes.
we also do a segment called You're So Clever, where we highlight some of our favorite comments. So we'll do that later in the week, and your comment might get highlighted. So
Yes, so make sure you leave that comment. We're serious, guys. And also, make sure you check out our community page. We always post things on our community page, so if you are a subscriber, there's fun stuff over there for you to interact with. But guys, we're gonna go ahead and start the show, kicking it off with some Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott news.
were you scrolling down Instagram yesterday and saw Kylie Jenner pregnant and almost like drop your phone? Because I certainly almost did. But even though it was a throwback, fans were caught off guard by that and the fact that her and Travis were hardcore flirting. Okay, so let's start with the throwback photo. Kylie posted this photo and captioned it saying, "Throwback, pregnant with my baby girl. I can't believe my daughter will be too soon." I also can't believe Stormi will be too soon, because it feels like just yesterday we were here at Clevver freaking out on Super Bowl Sunday when Kylie dropped her pregnancy announcement on her socials and YouTube. But Stormi's birthday is fast approaching, and besides a few back and forths on Instagram, it doesn't look like there are any signs that Kylie and Travis will be getting back together anytime soon. But fans were talking about some light flirting that happened on Instagram. The question of whether it's flirting or not is maybe still debatable, but let me explain. So Travis posted this photo, some dirty sneakers, a big water flask, because you gotta stay hydrated, and some curly fries that he said he made himself. Well, jury is still out on that one, because a lot of people are claiming that they are actually from Arby's. And I guess Kylie doesn't quite believe him either. She commented on his photo with the cap emoji, as in you're lying, whereas no cap means you're telling the truth. Well, over 54,000 people have already liked her comment, which definitely means they think he was lying as well. But nevertheless, he persisted. Travis commented back at Kylie saying, "LMAO, you know they're fire."
I have lots of thoughts.
I have the thoughts on the fries, Arby fries?
Actually, yes, my thoughts are actually on the fries, because they did kind of look like Arby's fries. I will say Arby's fries tend to be a little curlier, but he could have made them, because if you don't know, guys, you can get Arby's curly fries in the grocery store, frozen, and make them yourself, and it's less than $3.
Oh
So he could have been telling the truth.
Can I admit that I've never had Arby's fries?
Oh, we're gonna go then.
Oh,
Maybe on Lowdown one day,
Oh,
we'll have
yeah.
Arby's fries. You can try it out.
Yeah, they looked amazing.
We're gonna have to figure out one day to figure out what things you haven't tried.
Yes.
And maybe we can do, I know it's not cheat day, but on Lowdown, we'll do a few things that you haven't tried that are American, and I'll do like everything I haven't tried that's Australian.
Oh my God, I love that idea.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna move on, because I think the fries are the really important part of this story, All right, you guys, well, that is not the only Kardashian news that everyone is talking about today. So it's a new year, but it's some of the same old drama that we kind of remember from 2019. And in particular, we're talking about Khloe Kardashian. And if you guessed it, it's the skinny tummy shakes.
Man, that flat tummy, you know what we're talking
We'll
about.
explain. The Kardashians have come under fire before for promoting these types of products, but Khloe actually tried to curb the critics before they even started this time. She posted this photo and captioned it saying, "Okay, listen up, I posted with Flat Tummy Co's shakes many times in the past, and yes, I also use a personal trainer and a nutritionist, but seriously you guys, everything counts. These shakes work to help get your tummy back to flat, especially after a super busy holiday season, and that's exactly what I've been doing." She goes on to detail the portions that she uses for the shakes as well, but the comments section did not like that she was still promoting this kind of stuff. One person said, "Stop posting this nonsense. You have such a good platform to be a great role model. What the hell are you doing?" Someone else commented saying, "Make sure you share this laxative with your daughter because you are selling it to other people's daughters." And someone else said, "Baby girl, you should have left that deal in 2019. That's just on Instagram, you guys. The comments on Twitter were even more brutal. One person said, "As someone who suffers with an eating disorder, seeing stuff like this is incredibly triggering and harmful. Celebrities, please don't put money over the health of vulnerable people who follow you." Someone else said, "Side effects may include permanent colon and bowel damage, IBS, not reversible, body dysmorphia, symptoms of eating disorders, worsening dehydration, unbalanced electrolytes can cause death or hospitalization, self-hatred." And someone else said, "You say don't publicize all the good things you guys do, but you publicize your toxic skinny tea ad. Just literally stop. We get it. You don't care about us." Jamila Jamil has been outspoken in the past when it comes to them posting stuff like this, and she really has encouraged others to speak out against this as well. I would have thought maybe that the skinny tummy tea, shakes tea, whatever they are, would have been left behind in 2019 for the Kardashians because there was a lot of it last year and a lot of backlash, but apparently that's not the case.
I mean, I guess the paycheck it must be a fat paycheck even though it's flat tummy tea. Anyway, but no, I get why people are upset because...
In the middle of that joke.
I know, it was a corny joke. But you could tell that Khloe in this situation was actually trying to prevent the feedback or the criticism by putting that stuff at the beginning. But unfortunately, just because people know about the products and they know that it's pretty much a scam or the way that it works isn't necessarily healthy to the body, that's why they're so upset that she's even promoting it.
Yeah, and I wonder, does she really drink these shakes?
I mean, maybe she does, but here's the thing. Technically, you can endorse a product and she might take like a tiny sip and be like, "I had it," because technically you did. I don't know, but I understand why people are upset.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, guys, it's time for one of our favorite segments. It's WTF OMG, which is when we find things on the internet that make us go WTF OMG. Today's is about Nicki Minaj and a Madame Tussauds wax figure that just debuted in Berlin, Germany that had fans like WTF OMFG. So take a look at the wax figure for yourself. This new wax figure of Nicki Minaj was just unveiled, like I said, in Berlin. And if you're in Germany, just go check it out for yourself and let us know what it looks like in person because it's not looking good from these photos. So let's start with the face. On top of being overly aggressive, that's also just not really Nicki's face shape. One person said, "They got my girl Nicki wax figure looking like a white woman." The other odd thing though is that they gave Nicki's figure her outfit from her Anaconda music video from 2014. But the face and the old outfit aren't the only issues. There are definitely other issues with the statue as well. I'm talking about Nicki's butt. So Complex tweeted out a side-by-side photo of Nicki in the Anaconda video and the Nicki statue that we see before us today. Let's just say that fans were having a good laugh looking at this figure all day yesterday. But TMZ reported today that the new Nicki wax figure at Madame Tussauds Berlin isn't new at all. It's the same one that they unveiled in August of 2015 at Madame Tussauds Las Vegas. They went on to say that Nicki Minaj's wax likeness was moved to Germany because the museum loans statues out frequently to mix up the attractions at its various locations. But we have to point out that Nicki actually posted about this statue in 2015 and seemed to love it. She captioned her post saying, "Yo, WTF," which by the way, we were saying WTF too. "Had no idea they were really doing this. I would have went to Vegas for this. Happy birthday, Anaconda, Madame Tussauds wax figure, whoever did this." And then she did all these heart emojis and praise hands.
But it still doesn't look like Nicki.
Yeah, listen, I think she was just honored that the figure was done.
Yeah,
We've
that is
seen
so
some
cool.
pretty bad wax figures.
Remember that Ari one?
The Ari one, that old Beyonce one. Not the new
the
Beyonce
one's
one is amazing.
Yeah.
But the old one was not. So this isn't the worst that we've seen.
No, it's not.
But it also still doesn't look like her.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it doesn't look like Nicki. Of course, it does in some ways.
If you
know,
squint.
you know it's Nicki.
Yeah.
But like, how do they get it so right sometimes, and sometimes like so?
I mean, I guess they have different
Not right.
artists, and
Yeah.
you just need to just let the top artists do it. Don't let everybody do it. Like. All right, Selena Gomez has a big week ahead of her because Rare comes out this Friday, and we've been talking about it for so long. But that's not the only Selena Gomez news. She was reportedly injured while on vacation, and it had a lot of us worried. So multiple outlets reported that Selena Gomez was stung by a Portuguese man-o-war, which, have you ever heard of that, Susan?
No.
I haven't. If you don't know what that is, like we didn't know what it was, according to National Geographic, they are covered in venom-filled nematocysts, say that 5 times fast, used to paralyze and kill fish and other small creatures. For humans, a man-of-war sting is excruciatingly painful, but rarely deadly. But beware, even dead man-o-wars, is it man-o-wars or man-of-wars? I don't know. But they washed up on shore and they can still deliver a sting. Now, if you're worried about Selena, don't worry, because this happened on Sunday, and TMZ reported that even though she was limping and was even picked up by a man at one point, she, quote, eventually cracked a smile along the way. Now, she's been very active on social media since then. Obviously, her album comes out this Friday, but hopefully she's doing just fine now. However, in addition to her album coming out Friday, Selena Gomez is also on the cover of the Wall Street Journal, and she's talking about her friendship with Taylor Swift. But the cool thing is that they also spoke to Taylor for the interview too. That's not all though. She opens up about her mental health, dealing with lupus, details of her kidney transplant story, and you'll have to check this cover story out to see everything else that she opens up about in the interview, but it's a really great one. I have never been stung by anything in the ocean, but that thing looks creepy.
Okay, so coming from Australia,
Yeah.
we have a lot of and thankfully this is not a deadly animal, but it looks a lot like, I was like, what is this? And it looks a lot like a blue bottle. We call them blue bottles in Australia. And in the summer, there's often beaches that they're covered in the water. I've been stung by a jellyfish, or I can't remember if it was a jellyfish or a blue bottle, but when you do get stung, it really hurts, and they say that a good remedy in the moment is for someone to pee on it. To pee on the sting.
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna have to suck on it, because I know it's some things you suck it out and then spit it out or whatever.
No, yeah, but I'm glad Selena's doing okay, because if it is like a jellyfish sting, they really, really hurt. But like you said, it's not any sort of permanent.
So I guess the lesson we learned here today is if you go to the beach in Australia, make sure at least one of your friends drinks a lot of water so they can pee on you. All right, Susan, do you know what it's time for?
Is it time for the final
rundown? Yes.
1.5 minutes on the clock to give you the final rundown.
Emma Chamberlain is on the cover of Cosmopolitan magazine. All right, you heard right. Emma just scored her very first cover story where she graces the front page of February's issue of our sister publication, Cosmopolitan. And Emma definitely didn't shy away from airing it all out. She opens up about so much in her interviews, so make sure you go check that out because you will not be disappointed.
Oh, I know, she looks so amazing.
That's a glow up right there.
Yeah, so amazing. Moving on to our next story, the Grammy Awards are almost here. They'll be taking place on January the 26th, and they just announced some of the performers, so get excited, you guys, because Lizzo and Billie Eilish will be performing for the first time on a Grammy stage. Lizzo received the most nominations at this year's Grammys, and Billie Eilish is nominated for all the biggest awards. So no surprise that they are also performing, but that's not the only first. Blake Shelton and Gwen Stefani will also be taking the stage together for the very first time to perform as well.
Yes, cannot wait.
Yeah.
But speaking of waiting, we've been waiting for Rihanna's album for a long time, and there are rumors floating around that Rihanna canceled her R9 album because of fans' impatience, but also there's rumors that Tana Mojo and David Dobrik are dating. And lots of rumors, and we covered it all on Rumor Patrol. That came out today, so make sure you go check that out after you finish watching DHR.
Yay, and that is the end of the final rundown.
Wait, but the alarm didn't go off.
Oh!
Yay!
Yay! All right, you guys. Well, that is it for today's episode of the Daily Hollywood Rundown. We'll be back here tomorrow because it's daily, and I mean you already know that.
Yeah.
But before you go anywhere, we have some questions. Emile, what do you want to know?
I want to know what you guys think about the wax figure. I know that it's the same one from Vegas and it's been out for a while, but now that it's resurfaced in a different city, let us know what you think. Do you think it looks weird? Do you think that Nicki was just lying when she said that she liked it? Leave all your thoughts in the comment section below.
Yes, and while you're there leaving comments, what did you think of Emma's cover? She looks amazing. I don't know if you've checked out the article yet, but we've done a story on it today on our newsfeed, so go watch that video as well. But let me know what you think in the comment section below.
And we'll be back here tomorrow.
Bye, guys.
But wait, guys, before you go ahead and click that button right there to subscribe.
And if you're feeling kind of clicky, does that make sense?
Yeah, clicky.
You should also click right over here to watch yesterday's episode of DHR.
It was a good one.
Really good one.